Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are gathered to honor a very special group of people, our veterans. Veterans Day is a time to thank the men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. They are the reason we enjoy the freedoms we have every single day. A veteran is someone who served in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Space Force, and Coast Guard. Some veterans served in times of peace and others served during war. No matter when or where they served, all veterans made sacrifices to protect our country.
Veterans show courage, strength, and love for their country. Many of them spend time away from their families and friends to keep us safe. Some face danger while others worked away from their families and worked behind the scenes to support important missions. Every job matters and every veteran deserves it.
There are many ways we can honor veterans. We can say thank you, write letters, attend ceremonies, or stand proudly during the national anthem. Even learning about Veterans Day, like we are doing today, shows respect. Remember, kindness and gratitude goes a long way.
Now we will hear from some of our students, Kennedy Wilgar, Aaliyah Tapia, and Penelope Smith, who have written about Veterans Day and why it is important to them. Our first student speaker is Kennedy Wilgar. Kennedy has written about Veterans Day means to her and the importance of remembering those who have served with courage and honor.
Hi, my name is Kennedy Wilgard. Today I'm telling you about why Veterans Day is important to me. My dad is a veteran and served in the Marines. He has told me lots of stories like what it was like in the military. At first he was nervous but very brave. He had many adventures while he was in the military. He spent a lot of time away from home while serving our country. It must have been very hard for everybody. My dad went overseas to Spain for 3 months. Then he came back for a little bit until he went overseas again, and after he went back to New River Air Station for 4 years, then came back home. I know how proud everyone was of him, and I am too. There are lots of veterans that have retired, and they have done so much for our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kennedy, for those thankful words. Next, we will hear from Aaliyah Tapia, who shares how Veterans Day inspires her and appreciates the freedoms we have today and the sacrifice that made them.
Hello, my name is Aaliyah Tapia. Every year on November the 11th, we take time to recognize the efforts and bravery of all the service members across the United States. On this day, known as Veterans Day, a veteran is someone who has served and been a part of the United States Armed Force, such as the Marines, the Army, or the Air Force. On this day, we remember friends, neighbors, loved ones, and all in between who have fought and put their lives on the line to keep us all safe and to allow us to enjoy our freedoms. We remember veterans from wars and conflicts past and present on this day and give thanks for what they do for our country. When you think of a veteran in your life, you can't help but to admire them. We honor our veterans for their bravery, strengths, and for they all do to this country to keep it safe. Bravery is not only putting their lives at risk, but also risk of leaving their family and their loved ones. We respect our veterans for taking on the challenge to keep us all safe. How I feel about Veterans Day is important because it honors women and men who have fought for our freedom. On Veterans Day, I show my appreciation by thanking a veteran in passing. I would also buy a meal for a veteran. How can you thank them? We appreciate you, veterans.
Speaker is Penelope Smith. Penelope writing reminds us how important it is to honor Veterans Day, not just on Veterans Day, for the dedication and bravery they show.
Hello, my name is Penelope Smith, and I am explaining what Veterans Day is. Veterans Day is a day to honor those who have served for our freedom. Veterans Day is celebrated on November 11th, like today. Those who serve in the Army, Navy, Marines, Space Force, and Coast Guard. Their service is very important because if they didn't serve, we might not have freedom in our country or as many rights as we do. Without them, we might not have the freedom of speech, freedom to get education, freedom to move, and freedom to not live in fear. My papa served in the Navy and my grandpa served in the Marines, yet I do not know the stories. But I do know that they are part of the reason why we have the freedom to enjoy in our country. Veterans Day is very important to me because freedom is a really big and major thing in everyone's life in America, including mine, and I want to be able to have freedom. Without freedom, our life can be cruel and sad. I feel like celebrating Veterans Day is a very respectful and kind thing to do. We can always thank those who have served and donate to charities and food banks. We could write them thank you letters and make pictures for them. You could thank those members of your family that have served. We're taking time to thank them today, but we don't only have to thank them on Veterans Day. We can thank them any day of the year for their service and sacrifice. Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, Kennedy, Aaliyah, and Penelope, for sharing your reflections with us today. Your words remind us of the true meaning of Veterans Day, honoring service and sacrifice and freedom.
As we celebrate Veterans Day, let's take a moment to remember all of those who have served and those who are still serving today. Their bravery and dedication reminds us what it means to be strong, loyal, and free. To all veterans, we thank you, we honor you, and we will never forget your service. We will now play the Army's services medley to the veterans in the audience. Please stand when your branches song plays so we can honor you.
Now we have our Navy. Quick clap. Now we have the Coast Guard. And we have the Air Force. And finally, we have the Marine Corps.